Let's hop into the 5th build on this list, and this is a BP build, a shooting slasher that can dribble, can play a little bit of defense. So yeah, let's get straight into it. For position, we're gonna go point guard. Handedness and jersey number always do not matter. For the skill breakdown, now if you want to make this build the best way possible, you're gonna have to go with this pie chart right here. Now this pie chart right here is probably the most famous BP build, but this pie chart right here is gonna give us the better build in general, so we're gonna go with this one right here. For the physical profile, you almost always want to go with the all speed one, so obviously that's what we're gonna go with on this build. It's a guard. I mean, maybe if you want vert, I could see it, but we don't really need vert on this build. Now keep in mind when I'm showing you guys the badge upgrades, the height, weight, and wingspan, and now change the total badge upgrade. So when I upgrade this build, the bottom right of your screen right there, you see finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense. That's not going to be accurate to what the final build's badge count is. So what I'll do, I'll put a screenshot up on screen of what the build's actual badge count will be, so you guys aren't confused, because you can kind of half-ass this update where the final badge count doesn't actually show when you're like changing the height, weight, and wingspan, even though it affects it. So I got y'all. I'm gonna put the badges on screen, don't worry about it. For the finishing, we're gonna max out our close shot, layup, dunk, and we're gonna get our standing dunk to a 38 right here. This gives us 17 finishing badges, but like I said, don't worry about the badges too much because they are going to change. For our shooting, we're gonna max out the midi, the 3-pointer, and the post fade, and we're gonna go down one, still giving us 16, which doesn't really matter. Again, for our playmaking, we're gonna go passing accuracy, ball handle, and post control. We're getting this to a 53 right here. And for our defense, we don't get a crazy amount, but we're definitely not a bad defender. We're gonna max our perimeter, our lateral quickness, our steal, and put the rest on our defensive rebound, giving us 5. The actual badge count is 17, 15, 15, and 5. I don't know why, but almost every build you make, the badge count it shows you here will not be the final build. Even if I just spammed X and didn't change anything about the build, the height, the weight, the wingspan, anything, I still wouldn't get this badge count. So it doesn't really even serve a purpose to be on the screen, but whatever. Body shape, I just like going to find the longest wingspan body shape in the game. I'm gonna go up to 1.93, which I believe is 6'4". For the weight, we're gonna go default weight here, because if you drop it, you lose some badges, and if you max it, you lose some badges. So this is just the perfect weight in my opinion. For the wingspan, we're gonna go max this out. We're actually gonna drop it 1. As you guys can see, the ball handle gets to an 80. We want to drop that 1. You don't lose too much, and the reason for that is you want to get your 85 ball handle, 99 overall, so you can like literally every single dribble package in the game. You get most of the dribble packages in the game, but if you're just missing out by that 1 rating, I'm pretty sure that just pisses you off, right? Like you're seeing like all these cool dribble packages, you get an 85 and you just got an 84. No, you can just take down 1 on the wingspan. Boom, takeovers, you can choose whatever. I'm gonna go with slashing takeover. As you guys can see, we have built a slashing playmaker. We don't get the offensive threat name that we got in like 20, whatever. Not a typical slasher, because typically this is either a slasher, an O threat, or just something else. But today we built a slashing playmaker. And just to confirm, I'm gonna show you guys the actual badge count on this build. We gotta test this out of 99. Like I said, 17, 15, 15, and 5. I don't know why they changed the badges this year like that, but that's just the way it is. Coming in at number 4 on this list, I have a very versatile, well-rounded guard build. It's not the name, by the way, but it can do a little bit of everything. It can shoot, it can defend, it can play make, and has solid defense as well. For the position, we are going to go shooting guard on this build. Like I said, this build is a pretty solid defender. We want to have that rim protector badge. On point guards, you don't get it this year, and typically I stray away from the shooting guard position unless I have Hall of Fame playmaking, and this build gets Hall of Fame playmaking, because if you didn't, you miss out on dimer, floor general, all those good playmaking badges. So this is why I went shooting guard position. Handedness and jersey number always don't matter. For the pie chart, you want to go all the way down to the very last one, the one with more playmaking than shooting. Obviously, if you're going to be a playmaking build, you're going to go with the all speed pie chart. Now the finishing isn't too crazy on this build. We're not going to get any badges other than the first one they already give us, but we're going to have good ratings. We're going to have a maxed out driving layup and driving dunk. We're going to max out our midi, our 3-pointer, and our post fade. Now this gives us a nice 18 shooting badges, but as we know, these are all going to change. For our playmaking, we're going to max out our passing accuracy, our ball handle, and our post control is going to a 43 right here. Gonna max out our interior, our perimeter, our lateral quickness, our steal, our block. We're gonna put the rest on our defensive rebound and a little bit on our offensive rebound, giving us 9 defensive badges, which is the most we can get on this build. Now, like I said, the badge count is never accurate in this game anymore because this patch kind of just changed everything. The actual final badge count is 1, 17, 22, and 9. I know we're losing badges. I can't do anything about it. I tried, trust me. The game's just weird. For the body shape, you can honestly choose whatever. I always go with defined. For the height, we're gonna bump this up to 1.99. Now, this right here at 1.98 is 6'6", and this is 6'7", I believe. So we're kind of in between 6'7" and 6'6". Definitely a solid height. The reason we do this, you'll see with the attributes, just help us be a little bit taller, still get our ball handle at an 81, so at 99 we'll have an 85. For the weight, we're actually going to get up to 105 kilograms, which is 1 away from max. The reason I didn't go max is because, look, if you lose the speed, you don't gain anything other than a strength. We don't really care about strength too much. We're going to have an 83 speed instead of an 82. As you can see, definitely a really solid defensive build, but with the wingspan it'll get even better. It can shoot, it can dribble, it can do a little bit of everything. For the wingspan, we're going to max this out. As you guys can see, at 99 we will get park dunks and 85 ball handle. Really solid defense on the perimeter, not even that bad interior defense. We can shoot, we can get some post fades off. We're still really fast on this build. 75 layup, we're not going to miss inside shots. For the takeover, you can honestly choose whatever you'd like. I would go shot creating takeover because playmaking takeover, unless you're being the primary ball handler, I would not go with it. But for the sake of the video, I'm not planning on being the primary ball handler. Even though you can be the primary ball handler, I would just go with shot creating takeover because most people wouldn't be a 6'6.5". As you can see, we have a playmaker with shades of mono. It's a very mono-esque build, if I do say so myself. Kind of some Harden vibes as well. I'm gonna just prove to y'all what the actual batch count is, because 2K is weird this year with how they fixed their builder, or fixed in quotes. They didn't really fix anything, but as you guys can see, 1, 17, 22, and 9. At number 3, we have a popper build, a build that can shoot and play defense and doesn't have terrible finishing. Pretty simple build, but we don't get the glass cleaner name because that name is too common. So I wanted something a little bit different. Position, we're gonna go power forward. Handedness, doesn't matter, same with jersey number as always. For the pie chart, we want to select something that's probably the best pie chart in the game right here. It's the one with a little bit more shooting. It's not this one. It's the one with more green than red. So it's this one, also not this one. So boom, this is what we're gonna go with. Physicals always do not matter, so there's literally no reason to pick any of these other ones unless you plan on going to the 1v1 court or you just run into hella post scores. I would just go with all speed because you want to be fast on the build, right? So most poppers don't really have playmaking, so that gives us some extra attributes that we don't have to waste to our finishing. So we do end up getting a decent amount of finishing badges on this build. We're gonna max our close shot, our driving layup, our driving dunk, our standing dunk, and we're gonna get our post hook to a 30 right here. For our shooting, we're gonna max out our midi, our 3-ball, and our free throw. Unfortunately, we do not get our post fade up, but if you do want to work in the post, you could probably take some off your finishing, put it in your post fade, whatever. Like I said, we're gonna skip over our finishing right here. We're gonna max out literally everything on the defensive side of the ball so we can be a lockdown demon on the perimeter and on the inside. Now the total badge count, remember, it's not the same. I know I keep on repeating myself, but I have to because y'all probably be looking at this. It's a normal build video. No, 2K changed the builder. They're weird, I know. The actual badge count, not as bad as the other ones because we typically lost a little bit more. 7, 19, 1, and 22. We did lose 1 defensive badge, but honestly, you already have 23. 22 is not that big of a deal. Body shape, like I always say, doesn't really matter. It's at the personal preference, but defined is the longest wingspan one. If you want that, it's a little bit longer than the other one. For the hat, we're gonna go down to 2.03. This is equal to 6'8". This is 6'7". I went here because I didn't want that stinky, disgusting glass cleaner name. I'm not trying to be like everybody else. Come on now. For the weight, we're gonna max this all the way out, giving us that 80 interior defense, which gives us the cool name, not the glass cleaner name. For the wingspan, we're gonna max this out. We can work good in the post, we can shoot, we can guard the perimeter, we can guard the inside. We can do literally everything in this build but dribble. Definitely a really solid build. Hey, if you want to go to the rig, you got that 90 free throw. For the takeovers, literally pick whatever fits your play style more. If you plan on spotting up more than banging down low, trying to get them big body board, go spot up. But if you do want to be a rebounding demigod, go with glass cleaner. I don't really advise rim protector takeover. It's basically just a shitty glass cleaner takeover, so there's no real reason to have it like that. So I'm gonna just go with sharpshooting takeover. You can go with whatever. And as you guys can see, we have built a 2-way stretch glass cleaner, not a normal glass cleaner. We got the 2-way and the stretch in there. It's a very long build name, might be the longest in the game, but I'm gonna prove to y'all what the actual batch count is real quickly because 2K just be live for some reason. Now, as you guys can see, 7, 19, 1, and 22. Coming in at number 2 on this list, we have a very comp guard build. It's not the build you expect. It's not a play shot. Whoa, now you're intrigued, right? All right. Yeah, I don't be making these comp builds, but I still know how to make them, you know. But the position, we're gonna go point guard, handedness, and jersey number do not matter. For the skill breakdown, we're gonna use probably the best skill pie chart in the game. I don't know why I said skill pie chart, skill breakdown, and I just kind of mixed them together. But this one right here, more shooting than defense. It's a broken pie chart. You can literally do everything on it. Y'all already know the deal. All speed in the physical profile. Now, this is one of the rare occasions where our actual badge count doesn't change when we change the height, weight, and wingspan and stuff. So y'all can look down at that bottom right and actually see what we got, which is very nice. For our finishing, we're gonna max out our driving layup and our driving dunk. We don't get any more than 1 finishing badge. We don't really need it. We have a layup and a dunk. We're gonna get the job done. For our shooting, we're gonna max out our midi, our 3-ball, our free throw, our post fade is going to a 78 right here. We get a nice, well-balanced 25 shooting badges. We're gonna max out our passing accuracy, our ball handle, and our post control is going to a 50 right here, giving us 12 playmaking. For our defense, we're gonna max out perimeter, our lateral quickness, our steal, and our defensive rebound, giving us a nice 18. Now we actually get to look at this. It's very nice. Cherish your time looking at that bottom right because I'm pretty sure that's the only build on this list that's like that. I could be wrong. Maybe number 1 is like that, I kind of forget. But anywho, we're going to the body shape. You can go with whatever, like I've said. Height, we're going to keep this at 1.91 right here, which is equal to 6'3". For the weight, we're going to get this to 84 kilograms right here. And the reason why, we get that 91 speed. So if you hit 99 overall, you get a plus 4 to your attributes. And if you get the gym rat badge, so if you hit level 40 or you just win a championship in my career and play a decent amount of my career games, you'll get a plus 8 to your physical. So that'll be a 99 speed on a non-play sharp build. That's very nice, you know. And for our wingspan, we're actually going to go 1 away from max. The reason we do that, we get that 80 ball handle at 99 overall, which unlocks a lot more packages. Look at our defense, bro. 93 steal, 84 perimeter, 85 lateral. That's not even with the 99 boost. We have an 86 midi, 87 3 ball. Keep in mind, these are plus 4 to all these attributes. I don't gotta say nothing. Y'all see what's going on. This build's a demigod. For the takeovers, I would probably go with shot creating and sharpshooting. Lockdown, we already got the defense on lock. It's kind of a boring takeover. It takes hella long to get this year. Now, playmaking takeover is definitely really good, but you're not going to get too many ankles this year. But if you want to help your teammates out, by all means, go with playmaking. But me personally, I'm going to go with shot creating takeover because who doesn't like the fade, right? As you can see, we have built a 2-way sharpshooter with shades of Kirk Heinrich, Drew Holiday, DeJounte Murray. Again, I'm going to show y'all that the badge count actually stays the same. It's very nice. One of the rare builds that actually stays the same, 125, 12, and 18. You love to see it. Y'all been waiting for this one. I know you have. Coming in at number 1 on my list is an inside center that will break the game. Position, we're going to go power forward. All the best big man builds in this game are probably power forward. Unless you're living in the wreck, you can go with a center that's taller. It makes sense. For spacing reasons, there's 5 people on the court instead of 3. I just feel like a power forward works better, and that's why we're making the best build in the game, in my opinion, at power forward position. Handedness, jersey number do not matter, like always. Now, this is actually really fun. We get to use a brand new pie chart that they added this year. Probably the most underrated pie chart in the game, besides this one. This one right here, the one right above it, we get more finishing than defense. We don't get Hall of Fame defense, but you'll see the defense and you'll see why. Now, if we actually look at the stats, look at the block, offensive, and defensive rebound. And then we're going to go to this pie chart right. Where is it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Right here. It's really weird, but you get worse defensive stats on this pie chart. Shout out my boy No Retro. He actually pointed this out to me in one of his videos. Didn't do it like in person, but he pointed out that this build's defense is actually worse than the pie chart I showed y'all earlier. Where's it at? This one right here. For our finishing, we're gonna max out our close shot. Our driving layup is going to a 76. We're gonna max our dunk and our standing dunk. These are gonna be both at 95. So at 99, we're gonna need these 99 driving dunk and standing dunk. And we're not even a pure slasher. Now, here's the controversial thing about this build. We're gonna upgrade our midi and our 3-pointer, but we're not gonna get any badges. If you want to be a pure inside, by all means, at the end of this, I'm gonna show you all the full badges. You can really do it whatever. You can put on your playmaking if you want more playmaking. You put on your defense if you want more defense. You can put on your finishing if you want more finishing. But I think it never hurts to have an open midi. You can shoot it, an open 3. You can shoot it maybe with diamond or floor general. But it never hurts to have your shooting upgraded, right? For our playmaking, we're gonna max out our passing accuracy and our ball handle. We're gonna actually take 1 off right here, get 1 more of that attribute pointed back. For our defense, we're gonna max everything out but our steal, but then we're gonna come back to it, max out everything like I said, boom. And then these last 3 attributes right on the block. Final badge count 25, 1, 4, and 23, but the actual final badge count is 25, 1, 4, and 23. So we only lose 1 defensive badge, kind of like the 2-way stretch glass cleaner, which is kind of nice. You don't really lose too many. That's definitely very helpful. Body shape, like always, do whatever you like. Height, I'm gonna go 2.03, which is equal to 6'8". We said this last time. Not last time, but like previously. You could go down to 6'7". We do get a higher ball handle, but 2.03, in my opinion, is just better. For our weight, we're gonna go almost max. We're gonna go to 123 pounds because, as you can see, at max, we lose out some perimeter defense and some lateral quickness. So we're gonna go down right here. Boom. We get our interior defense a little bit lower, but we still are fast. We still get a 77 speed. Look at those physicals, bro. You might be looking at this like, bro, you don't have the all speed part, you're not gonna have no strength. It's actually pretty solid. 77, 77, 75, and 75. That's not bad. Obviously, on an inside center, we're going to max out the wingspan. As you guys can see, really solid finishing. Obviously, we're an inside center. 95 driving dunk, 95 standing dunk. Look at the defense. 81, 77, 76, 83, 82, 84. That's not even at 99. But if we think about this build at 99, look at that ball handle. At 98, actually, we get a 70 ball handle, so we can dribble like crazy. You love to see it, right? We're still fast, and this is why I think it's the best build in the game, in my opinion. Now, for the takeovers, you can choose any of these, whatever fit your liking. I would either go with glass cleaner or slashing, but I'm trying to see some big body contact dunk, so I'm going to go with slasher. And as you can see, we have built a versatile paint beast, definitely a W build. Can do a little bit of everything. That's why it's very versatile. It can shoot like a little smidgen, but the finishing and the defense and even the decent amount of playmaking we get is on a whole nother level, bro. But I'm gonna show you guys what the actual batch count is, just to show y'all that 2K always finesses. 25, 1, 4, and 22. And yeah, that's basically it, man. That's gonna conclude the top 5 best builds coming into season 2. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If they do end up reverting the builder, expect a new top 5 coming very soon, because I don't expect them to. I assume they're just gonna revert the builds that people already had upgraded, but I kind of like this change. I feel like they could do it better, and if they do change it, I will be on top of it. Make sure y'all subscribe with them noties on, so you can know to expect to see some fire builds on this channel. We post gameplays, we post funny videos, we just do everything on this channel. Well, not really everything, but yeah, y'all get the point. If you made it to the end of the video, go comment skeleton, because you know we get in that Halloween season, and plus the season 2 mascot at level 40 is a skeleton, like a skeleton mascot, which is actually kind of cool. So go comment if you made it all the way through, so I know you watched the video all the way through, and I know you're a real one. And I'll catch y'all on my next upload tomorrow. I'm out. Peace.